What's up everybody, Danny from Danny Mac's Kitchen, welcome. Last time we were hanging out together we had a really awesome pumpkin carving episode. I hope you had a really good time. I had a really super time. It came out smoking, even though I could barely use my hands the next day because of those crazy carving tools that I had to use. Hopefully you didn't have the same problem. But I was stressing to you throughout to save all the innards so we can do something really cool with it, and that's what I want to show you guys today. We're going to make some pumpkin banana chocolate chip muffins. Perfect for the season, and I'm really stoked to show you guys. Before we get started, preheat your ovens to 375. So these are the innards from my pumpkin. I had like a medium to a medium large pumpkin. As you can see, you have different varying aspects of it, from light orange to dark orange to like tons and tons of seeds. What I want you to do is I want you to separate the light orange, kind of keep it on a pile by itself. If it has some of the dark, stringy looking gross stuff, that's cool too. But definitely make sure that you get rid of, not get rid of, but set the seeds aside, because you can roast these seeds and they're really, really good. It's a little bit of a process, but the end result is going to be sick and spectacular. Can't wait. So just go ahead and pick this out, and we're going to go ahead and roast this when we're finished, and I'll show you that in a minute. So as you all can see, we have the seeds separated. We have the really slimy part of our pumpkin innards, and then we have the really good part. I had a really good mound out of this, actually. I'm really happy about that. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take all of this and we're going to put it on a lined baking sheet. Spread it out nicely. Try and get it nice and uniform so it all cooks pretty much at the same time. As so. And I have a banana and a half that I'm also going to add to this that we're going to roast. Just place it around. No place in particular. Get it good and level. I'm just going to add a little bit of water just for additional steaming expediency, if you will. It'll just speed up the process. And I'm going to cover this whole thing with foil. Get it good and covered. You want to keep the steam in, it helps it cook faster. Bake in your preheated oven, 375, 20 minutes. So it's been about 20 minutes, the pumpkin's been roasting. While it was roasting, we went ahead and we washed off the pumpkin seeds. At which point, not in this episode, but later on, we're going to roast them. They make a really great snack. But let's check out our pumpkin and see what it's looking like. It's been 20 minutes. Be careful of the steam. Okay. So let's see. Just give it a touch. All right, you know what? Most of it's soft, but there are still some hard pieces. I think my oven needs to be calibrated a little bit. I don't think it's hot enough. So I'm actually going to put this in for 10 more minutes. What you're looking for is this quality right here. It's going to be really, really, really soft. And this should be uniform throughout. So I think for my oven, I think it's off maybe 20 degrees. I'm just going to put it back in for 10 more minutes. Let's get our other ingredients assembled while the pumpkin's finishing. I have 2 cups of sugar here, 1 ounce of pure vanilla extract, a tablespoon and a half of baking soda, a tablespoon and a half of baking powder. To give it a nice, really great fall flavor, we're going to use a tablespoon of cinnamon here mixed with a little bit of salt. I have 3 whole eggs. I have a cup and a half of chocolate chips, 3 cups of flour, and 2/3 of a cup of vegetable oil. So we gave it another 10 minutes. Let's check it out and see how we're looking. Oh yeah, that's what we're looking for. Check it out. All nice and soft. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Go ahead, remove the foil and just allow this to cool down for like 5 minutes or so. Since we have a minute to wait, let's add all of our dry ingredients together. The sugar, the baking powder, the baking soda, the cinnamon with a little bit of salt, and the 3 cups of pre-measured all-purpose flour. Mix it all in. Good to go. We're nice and cool now. In a separate bowl. Get all your pumpkin mix in there. banana. Right, I'm going to add a little bit of water because we're going to puree this. Only about an ounce, just to give it a better consistency. And just go ahead with the hand mixer and start mixing away. So it looks like a good consistency. It's a little bit thick for me, so I'm just going to add a little bit more water. Just use your judgment. I'm going to add about another ounce. Mix away. That's perfect. Alright, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to add the remaining wet ingredients that we have. We have the vegetable oil, some vanilla, and 3 eggs. Alright, just blend that all together. Let's mix our wet ingredients with our dry, as so. I'm switching up mixers here because it's going to make my life a lot easier. If you don't have one, just use a wire whisk, that's fine. I'm going to do this at low speed. Just until that's blended. Alright, that looks great. Let me set this aside. Let's fold in our chocolate chips. Best part. Get them all mixed in there. And let's just go ahead and get our cups ready. Ladle them in. Don't fill it all the way up to the top because they're going to expand and you don't want these big, crazy, mushroomy looking things. Last one here. Place these in your oven, 375 degrees for approximately 20 minutes. But as you know, with my oven, it's not always spot on, so we'll check in 20 minutes and we'll see how we're looking. Right, buzzer just went off. Let's check it out. Cool. These look great. Look at that rich brown color. Let's see how they're done. Definitely take a toothpick, put it in the middle, pull it out. Nothing's really on there. We're done. And we are done. It smells absolutely heavenly in here. I can't even tell you. So in our last episode, we got to do a really, really cool pumpkin carving. Got to show you some really nifty tricks on how to do that. My nifty tricks. Maybe you have different tricks of your own. Hopefully you learned something. But I also promised you we'd make something really cool out of the innards of the pumpkin, and that's what we did today. So definitely check out that other video if you haven't seen it. And definitely try this recipe. You're going to love it. The pumpkin, the chocolate chips, and the banana go together really, really cool. See you guys later. Danny Max.